It's just after 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon and it's 35 degrees outside. I've got a motorcycle sitting in front of the church building here and I want to go for a ride. I'm really looking forward to getting out and enjoying this nice, beautiful weather, and I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I'm also looking forward to Sunday morning because I think it's going to be really good as well. For those of you who like reading ahead, those of you who like knowing what's coming ahead, we're starting a new sermon series from John chapters 14, 15, and 16 starting this Sunday. I don't know how many sermons we'll get out of that, but we're going to focus on John 14 this week, and we're going to talk about heaven. Here's the thing. When I was a younger guy, I really liked finding odd things in the Word of God. I liked strange stories or little facts that I hadn't seen before, verses that I hadn't read before. I liked finding things that were a little odd. But as I've got older, I find that more and more I don't want to focus on the fringe stuff or the weird stuff or the odd stuff. I want to focus on the core stuff. I want to focus on the big things. And John 14, 15, and 16 does that. This is the end of Jesus' life. This is his last night on earth. These are the big things he wanted to talk about, and so they ought to be the big things we talk about as well. The sermon this week is called Stories of Home, and we're going to talk about heaven. Now, lots of times Christians don't talk much about heaven except at funerals. And I think that's unfortunate because we ought to be thinking about heaven long before the end of our lives. And there's lots of good reasons for that. That's what we'll talk about on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited about the lesson, and I think it's going to be really good. So I hope to see you there Sunday morning. We'll share that together along with communion and lots of other things. It'll be really good. Just a quick reminder again, too, that we are still under the provincial restrictions, so you have to wear your mask, you have to stay apart. People did that fairly well this past week. Just let me remind you, please be overly cautious with all that sort of stuff. Not because I think anyone's going to get sick or there's lots of danger at the moment, but simply because you don't want to be the reason someone feels uncomfortable and then ends up staying home, right? We want to make everybody as comfortable as we can. So please just follow along as you have been. The restrictions we hear are going to be lifted soon, and that will be really good. So anyway, I don't want the focus to be on what we don't have and what we have to be annoyed about, but I want it to be on what is thrilling and good and wonderful. And so, Stories from Home, a sermon about heaven, that's what we're going to do this week. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Hope to see you Sunday morning.